I've received from DDPAI their Dashcam Z50 Pro, and in this video I will unbox it. I will do static tests in controlled environment, how the image quality looks like, and then I will show you footage from the road, from the real life scenario, how the quality looks like. And right here I have a full kit, because you have few options to order. You can buy the Z50 Pro, only the front looking camera, 4K. You can buy dual camera, and you have 4K front camera and Full HD back camera. Additionally, I have a hardware kit, and I have 128 GB micro SD card. You can use up to 512 GB, so you can save footage from a long time. If you need to check something that happened, for example, a month ago, you may need a bigger micro SD card. And I have a 4G module, and with this module you have access to the camera from anywhere. You can check what's going on, if everything is okay, and view the footage anywhere where you have internet and if the car has 4G connection. So you don't have to buy everything that I have right here. You can select what you need and what don't you need. For example, you may not need 4G module, but maybe you wanted to remotely check your car. So you can decide what you want to buy, but let's unbox it and see what I've received. Let's start with the main package, this Z50 Pro dual camera. Z50 Pro dual channel version, 4K with GPS. Nice package. And what is inside of the box? And right here we receive two protections with instructions about mounting the camera, user manual, and two 3M tapes for mounting. Here is the camera. We've mounted 3M tape, so that tape is an additional one if we would need a new tape because we would change the car or the location. That's how the camera looks like. Here is a micro SD slot, and here is USB-C power port. Here is a USB-A to USB-C long cable. Here is a back camera and that type of connection it uses. Here we have extension cable for the back camera. This end we connect to the camera, and this jack-like end we connect to this port. And you can see there's a lot of this cable. Here we have tool to place the cable in a hidden place. And we receive a USB power supply from a car socket to two USB ports. So we have one more free USB port because it only requires one port, and that's all in this package. Let's check next package. For example, this 4G module. We receive a SIM card. The SIM card works for 90 days out of the box. Later you have to subscribe for it to work longer, or you can use your own SIM card with internet access, 4G. Right here we have another 3M sticker. We have a SIM removal tool and manual for this box. And here is a module with the 3M tape already sticked, so we have additional one right there. At the end we have interesting situation because we have USB male and female end. So I guess that probably we right here connect the power supply, and the other end we connect to the camera. So it sends power plus additionally 4G informations to the camera using this one additional cable. And on the back of the SIM card there are some information, but I won't show you them. And let's see the hardwire kit, what we receive in the next package. If you don't want to use this cigarette port in your car for a USB-C socket, you can buy this hardware kit and connect directly into the breakers box. And we have a USB-C output from this hardware kit. So for professional mounting without visible wires, you can buy additionally this hardware kit. It is a good thing that we have option to buy it. And last thing, the simplest one, micro SD card, 128 gigabytes DDPAI micro SD card. You can use any micro SD card, but you can also order with the micro SD card included in the package, like I have right here. So that's all that we receive. First, let's turn it on right here on my desk. Then I prepared something for outside tests. I have a few license plates, different colors, because on the road there are different colors of license plates, and I will test outside at different weather, different time, and different distance, how readable will they be. And after those tests, I will show you the footage from the road. Let's connect the camera and turn it on. So let's take off the protection. Let's connect the back camera to the main camera. Fully inserted this plug. It's important to not leave it half inserted. It has to be fully plugged in. And this USB-C cable that we receive is quite long, around 4 meters long, I would say. And let's plug it into the camera. And we have power.
Hello, DDPAI 请插入存储卡。
First, we have to select the language. The screen is not a touch screen. We have buttons on the bottom. There are many languages available. Let's select English. Now we select the date. Here we have information about the 4G box. Now we have a QR code for the app to this Dashcam. But without opening the app, I can continue the setup. And it's turned on, so it shows information about the app, but the app is not required to turn on the device, because sometimes new devices have this not so good feature that it requires app to turn on the device. Right here I just clicked OK about the app information and it turned on. But of course the app is useful, especially if you have a 4G box, because without the app you won't be able to connect to the camera wirelessly, and it may be useful to easier set the settings and view the footage on your smartphone than on the dashcam. But without the app it still works, and that's a big plus for it. Let's insert the micro SD card, DDPAI official micro SD card, plug in right here, and it started recording instantly. Let's connect the app to this dashcam and see what we will see in the app. Connect new device. It detected automatically this dashcam. So let's click pairing. I have to confirm on the camera that I want to pair, so someone else won't connect to our camera. And I am connected. I have an update available, so let's update it. And in the meanwhile, I will see this 4G box, what they say in the manual, if I can only connect it and it will work, or I have to do something more. It looks quite easy. In the app we should have information that it is working. So let's insert the SIM card inside the SIM tray. Let's take the SIM card that I received, and I need the smallest size, and let's put it back. It's in.
Hello, DDPAI.
The camera is updated. So let's unplug the USB-C. Let's connect the 4G box, and let's connect the power supply to this port. We have a green diode on the 4G box, so it has power. I have
Sieć 4G została pomyślnie połączona.
it connected to 4G, it said. I have a live view from the camera right now, but I think this connection is now locally through a Wi-Fi of the camera, not the 4G. On the top here is a 4G written, and I've pressed to test 4G in the app, and we have everything is correct with the 4G. And I have buttons about 4G. I can see the localization of the car where the dashcam is. I can see the live view using 4G. I can set a boundary where the car shouldn't live. I have option for a cloud storage, and I have data settings about the SIM card. And to use the 4G functions, we have to create account in the DDPAI. So let's create this account. And now when I have an account, let's, for example, turn on remote access to the camera. I have problem with the live view inside, maybe outside we have better connection, but I've pressed a button to take a picture and I received the picture from the camera. Back camera is also working. I've pressed the button to switch the view. We can turn on and turn off the microphone. We have settings, we have gallery on the camera.
Zatrzymanie nagrywania wideo.
And we can remotely set the settings or locally on the screen. So everything is working, but let's go outside and see what's the image quality, if you will be able to read those license plates and from what distance. Because this is the most important information about the dashcam, what is the video quality of it. So let's go outside. As sunny weather, now you can see 3 cameras, iPhone, this front camera and back camera of the dashcam. And let's go back and see if you will be able to read the license plates all the time or if they will be unreadable at some point. You can see different colors, if they are the same or they are different. And let's compare it later at different weather and different sun, how it will look like. Now the footage closer to the sunset, so less light, but still it is a day. And let's see. And now let's test it at night without any light, with dim flashlight and with really bright flashlight. So let's start without any additional light. Now let's turn on flashlight. And now let's turn on ultra bright flashlight. Here is some footage from the car. You can additionally see how it records surroundings. Interesting thing is that this dashcam also has AI-powered ADAS for enhanced driving safety, and it also has built-in super capacitor for greater durability in extreme temperatures.